USC's defeated Notre Dame 38-27. It's time to empty the notebook. USC's win Saturday night snapped a 5-game winning streak for Notre Dame and marked the first time the Trojans have beaten the Irish since 2016. The win also sealed an 11-1 regular season for the Trojans, their best since 2008. Lincoln Riley's 11 wins ties for the most by a USC debut head coach in the regular season, matching the 11 wins by Howard Jones in 1925 and John Robinson in 1976. In addition, USC's 7-victory increase from last season matches the biggest one-season turnaround in program history. The other 7-game improvement was when USC's 1962 national championship team won 11 games after winning only 4 in the 1961 season. Overall, the Trojans went undefeated at home this season for the first time since 2017. If Caleb Williams' play on Saturday night didn't invoke the word Heisman, maybe the pose he struck after 4 of his touchdowns rang a bell. Caleb Williams continued to be electric on the field against the Irish and vaulted himself even further into the national conversation for Heisman finalists. The quarterback finished 18-22 for 232 yards with 1 touchdown pass. Williams also had 9 carries for 35 yards and 3 touchdowns. The sophomore's 4 combined touchdowns on the night added to his total of 44 on the season, which broke USC's previous record of 41 that was held by both Matt Barkley and Cody Kessler. In addition, Williams' 351 rushing yards this season is the most by a USC quarterback in the last 70 years since complete records were available. The previous record was 342 yards by Jim Sears in 1952. Overall, the Trojans' 38 points and 436 total yards Saturday night were the most allowed by Notre Dame this season. Running back Austin Jones had 25 carries for a career-high 154 yards. It was his 3rd 100-yard rushing game of the season and the 6th of his career. There were many questions leading up into this matchup how USC's defense would respond to Notre Dame's offense, especially considering it played into 2 of the Trojans' weaknesses this season: a powerful run game and a dynamic tight end. Those questions were answered Saturday night as the Trojans contained the Irish to just 90 rushing yards, their 3rd lowest total this season. USC also snapped Notre Dame's 5-game streak of scoring at least 35 points a game. Head coach Lincoln Riley alluded to the outside noise this week, saying after the game, quote, "I got kind of sick and tired of hearing how we were just going to get pounded in the run game. That didn't happen. Really proud of the way we stopped the run." USC's defense continued to produce timely takeaways Saturday, recording a fumble recovery and an interception. Kalen Bullock recorded his 5th interception on the year, which is the most in a season by a Trojan since Adoree Jackson also had 5 in 2016. USC now has 19 interceptions as a team, the most since the 2005 team recorded 22. While USC punched its ticket to the Pac-12 championship last week, its opponent was finally decided on Saturday night. In a storyline built for Hollywood, the Trojans will have a chance to avenge their sole loss of the season as they are set to face Utah in Las Vegas on Friday. USC's win against Notre Dame also helped its case for a spot in the college football playoff, especially given how several other games shook out on Saturday. When asked about the Trojans' future following the game, quarterback Caleb Williams said, quote, "I think we're as good as any team. From spring ball to summer workouts and things like that, I thought we were going to be a great team. The outside world is going to say what they want to say, and we're 11-1 right now, so obviously it doesn't matter. We thought we were a great team, and we've shown that. Whatever happens is going to happen, but we have a game this week, and we have to focus on that." Now, I know you probably heard it a lot at this point, but can we please take another moment to recognize what Lincoln Riley has done in year 1? The head coach launched USC to an 11-1 record just a year after its abysmal 4-8 season. The Trojans are heading to the Pac-12 championship while simultaneously being in the conversation for the college football playoff. Quarterback Caleb Williams is in the running for the Heisman, not to mention the other awards that other Trojan staff and players are in the running for. Both of USC's rivals were given the taste of defeat as the Victory Bell and the Shillelagh were returned to the Trojans this season. And what was most noticeable on a night like tonight, Riley has restored the pride at the Coliseum. It was an incredible environment for the Trojans' final game at home Saturday with more than 72,000 in attendance. It's a stark contrast to just last season when USC's opponents relished their wins in Los Angeles and their fans often gathered in the abandoned seats at the 50-yard line. Just a year later, USC fans were treated to an undefeated season at home and the return of pride within the Coliseum walls. That's going to wrap it up for Emptying the Notebook. It's officially championship week, so stay tuned for all the coverage coming at you this week.